Welcome to another episode of Reminiscing with History Makers. Thank you. I'm going to start that over. Already jumbling it up.
Yeah. That's good. You've done the first.
Yeah, now we're good.
Now we're okay. That's right.
All right. Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Reminiscing with History Makers. Today I have Frank Thomason. Thank you for joining us.
Sure. Welcome. Thank you for asking me to be here.
Yeah. So for starters, when did you join APCO?
I joined APCO originally in 1986 when I first got involved in a career in public safety communications.
Right. So describe your agency, your position, or brief responsibilities there.
Sure. I'm recently retired after 32 years of service with Rowan County, North Carolina, which happens to be my home county where I was born and raised. I was very fortunate to be able to spend my entire career in the place that I was born and raised at. I originally began my public safety career there in telecommunicator as a dispatcher in 1986, as I said, and as a shift supervisor in the county's first enhanced 911 center. I was in that position, held that position for 7 years. And then in 1993, I was promoted to the center's telecommunications director, the county's first telecommunications director, and had oversight of the 911 center for 10 years. And then in 2004, I transitioned over and became the chief of emergency services for the county, which had responsibility for emergency management, all the county fire services, and the county's emergency medical services system. So I did that for 13 years.
Right. You mentioned you started early in your career with APCO. What was that decision like?
It was a pretty easy decision to make. Like I said, that decision to join APCO occurred in my first year. And my first boss that I reported to when I first became a telecommunicator was already involved in APCO at that point. And he provided me with some information about the association and what it meant to him. And that was my catalyst for joining the association and getting involved.
Can you describe a little bit your APCO activities at the state or national level during your tenure?
Sure. So I was an active member from my beginning until about 1999. In 1999, I was asked by one of our state chapter members, who was currently then the executive council representative, if I would consider filling her position as North Carolina's representative on the executive council for APCO International, and I agreed to do so. So in 1999, I joined the executive council and I held the position representing North Carolina to the executive council until 2017.
Would you say you had a favorite or something that stood out in that time?
I would say, yeah, the tenure and the long term that I spent on the executive council was certainly just, I look back on that with very fond memories, seeing just a lot of history that was able, and a lot of different things that was able to be accomplished during that time. In 2017, I advanced up and became a member of the board of directors for representing the East Coast region. And I've served that for 2 years, and I've just been recently reelected for 2 more years.
Great. In what ways would you say that your APCO membership has had an effect on your career in public safety communications?
There's 2 things that come to mind that ranks high on my list, and the first one is the ability, the thing that I've been able to accomplish by working with and knowing and getting to know other members like myself, not only throughout my state, but throughout the nation and throughout the world. I've had the opportunity to be able to meet people and travel to different places through this organization that otherwise I would have never had the opportunity to do so. And in doing that, being able to share those relationships has certainly had a positive impact on my career.
What would you say you like most about APCO?
The collaboration with the vendor community and also with members like myself.
Are there any areas that you think APCO does better than anyone else?
I feel that being the premier leader of public safety communications is the ultimate for the association. We strive to do that very well, and I think it shows in our membership that's continuing to grow annually.
Is there anything that you see that APCO might need to do or change to move forward and stay current in the industry?
I think we do an excellent job at what I just mentioned a minute ago, being the premier leader of public safety communications. And in doing that, and with the the awareness that the association maintains, not only at the state, at the individual state, but at the federal and worldwide levels, that the association will need to, I'm sure, will continue to do that.
So to sum it up, what would you say stands out as a significant contribution during your time in office?
In my opinion, I think the association's abilities, as I mentioned a minute ago, and what is at the core of the association of what we do, and the opportunity that I've been given to be able to be a part of that, not only just as a member, but as a leader in the association, that's an ultimate for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Frank Thomason, thank you for joining us.
Sure. Thank you for asking me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.